All right, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to week 10 here in the NAGA. It is the final week of the regular season, and this game will kick off our 1 p.m. coverage. We have got 6-3 Virginia Beach taking on 5-4 Pottsville. Both teams looking forward to for Virginia Beach, a playoff run, but for Pottsville, a potential playoff run. We'll take a look at the teams' performances throughout the season here. Virginia Beach, again, a 6-3 record. They are second in the GFC East behind 8-1 Delaware. They have a positive 47 point differential, and they currently hold which seed in the conference right now? They hold the 5th seed in the conference. They are slated to play Sacramento if the season were to end last week in the first round of the playoffs. But anyway, their total offense rank is 3rd, their passing offense is 11th, and their rush offense is 5th. Their total defense is 9th, pass defense is 26th, and rush defense is number 1 in the league. They are coming off of a win last week, put up 41 points against DC, but that game was close for 2.5, 3 quarters. So we'll see if they keep up the same offensive production they did against his Pottsville defense. Pottsville 5-4, as mentioned, 23 point differential, and they are in a very tight JFC North. Louisville at 6-3 holds the top spot in that division. Columbus is tied with Pottsville at 5-4. However, they do have the division record advantage. So I think that means that Pottsville is currently holding on to the 7 spot. So if they win, I believe that means they are in. Because there are only 6 teams that are their same record or better. So I do believe Pottsville is in the playoffs with a win. Of course, I don't think I can confirm that. But anyway, a win will definitely help their chances. I'll say that. And we'll take a look at their team ranks too. Total offense 19th. Passing offense is dead last in the league. They do not like to pass the ball a lot. But their rushing offense is 3rd. So heavy ground game for Pottsville. Total defense 23rd, passing 15th, rushing 20th. And they're coming off of a heartbreaking 1-point loss to Louisville last week in a thriller there. But they are no stranger to putting up points. They have put up 25 points or better in every single game this season. Point totals of 30, 27, 31, 35, 28, 25, 27, 45, and 29. So that in total for Pottsville through 9 games is 277 points per game, 277 points for 30.8 points a game. And that rank looks to be 2nd in the entire league, only to San Antonio. So they love offense, despite being last in passing offense. They still put up points. So I expect to see a very high-scoring game today. And we'll take a look at the expert picks here before we do kick off. Pottsville, a 23% chance to win. in this matchup. Week 10, Virginia Beach and Pottsville, coming to you live from Universal Stadium in Pottsville, PA. And we are down to the field for the opening kickoff. Here in the rain, Virginia Beach's Anthony Simmons returns that kickoff out to the 23, and we are underway. Virginia Beach will possess the ball first. Kaimani Moore on the carry. Moore eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark this past week. Has 1,004 on the year and 11 touchdowns. Looking to have him be featured on this Mariner offense. Meanwhile, Jeremy Krause back to pass. Looking for his wideout Hingle-McCringleberry on that. And it will be defended by Samuel Rogers. Third down for the Mariners here. Krause hands off. Moore up the middle. Big blocks by the offensive line. Still going. Inside the 40. And Kaimani Moore out to a great start. Stop made by Pottsville's 35, Neville Richardson. Krause to throw it. Pass is complete. He's got his veteran wideout, Tyler Powers. The handoff, Moore. Up the middle, and 91 on the stop for Pottsville. That is Lockie Amituanai. The elite dev defensive tackle, first round pick in season 5 out of Oregon. Moore back on the ground. And that'll be good enough for the first down. Good old inside zone concept, taking advantage of the zone defense. Put on by Pottsville. Stop made by 33, Raheem Avery. First and goal, Jabari Gardner, the backup running back, now on the carry. Good pressure that time as he gets stoned at the line of scrimmage by Tristan McGarry. Second and goal, Moore on the handoff, right up the middle. Touchdown, Virginia Beach. Kaimani Moore taking it into the end zone for a score as Grayson Stone will line up for the PAT. It is up and good. So Virginia Beach marches right down the field in under 4 minutes time. And we will see how the Pottsville offense responds. Casey Lashley, a depth running back, will return this kickoff. And it will be Mark Jetton trotting out at quarterback. 91 overall superstar at 29 out of Oklahoma. Matt Barr on the toss here, and look at Barr's speed across the 30 and down inside the 25. Matt Barr, not even a question, the best fullback in the entire league, and he has been a huge source of offense for this football team. Barr on the run again. 2 carries for 67 yards for him. He'll be subbed out for James Voss, who will get the carry here. Their starting tailback, Xavier Sheffield, also over 1,000 yards this season. And he'll get the toss, and he'll be so close to the end zone. Following the blocks of number 2, it's Kurt Ballweg. And the ball here looks like it crossed the plane, but the game did not register that as a touchdown, so interesting there. But Sheffield will eventually get in this time. Touchdown, Pottsville Maroons. Touchdown number 11 for Xavier Sheffield this season. Came into the game with 1,057 yards, as that is a special teams injury to David Bechtel. So he won't be back today, which is unfortunate. But he won't miss any further time, especially considering that Pottsville on the edge of the playoffs here. That is a very good sign. But he will not miss any time. I mean, at least he gets in here now and not later, which is kind of good, I guess. So I guess that kind of works out for them. Mariners back with the football. Kraus looks to pass toward the left sideline, and it's hauled in. That is Michael Wilson grabbing that one. One of the many user-created prospects featured on this team. Wilson, a wide receiver, 88 overall normal out of Ohio State. His second year in the league. Kraus decides to keep it himself. Kraus, by the way, another one of our user-created prospects, along with Hingle McCringleberry on this offense, and Jabari Gardner as well. 3rd and 3. Kraus on the designed quarterback draw, has a lot of room. Good job by the offensive line to clear out a hole for him as Kraus gains 15 on the scamper. First down near midfield. Kraus looks to throw. It is defended away nicely. Raheem Avery, who was just elevated off the practice squad this week after spending most of the season down there, will make that defended pass. Kraus back to pass on 2nd down. Had a wide open target. That was Moore, but I think he threw it a little bit behind him. Moore had to reach back for that and couldn't haul it in. 3rd down. Pottsville fans on their feet. Tie game 7-7. Pass is complete. Wilson with the catch. And that will be a huge gain. 33 yards on that one. 1st and 10, under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Up the middle with Moore. Good blocks and a nice hole, and he's got himself a 1st down. Little double pull block there by the guard and one of the slot receivers, or tight end maybe. Good play design. 1st and goal. Moore out of the pistol takes the handoff. And 29 on the stop for Pottsville is Sam Jordan. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 7-7, but the Mariners are driving here. Second quarter of action beginning with a Kraus pass. And he'll be sacked on the play as he couldn't get rid of it. Reggie Gray making the sack. Going right around Bryce McDonald at right tackle. 3rd and goal. Kraus end zone. Touchdown. Michael Wilson. Virginia Beach finds the end zone again, this time through the air for Kraus's first pass TD of the game and his 19th of the year. And Virginia Beach has themselves the lead again in what should be a back-and-forth game. Lashley on the return and breaks the tackle of the kicker and eventually brought down at the 27-yard line, where Pottsville will go back to work. Little I formation here. Barr and Sheffield in the backfield. Sheffield on the carry, and that will be a small gain. It'll bring up 2nd down 6. Barr this time out of the formation. They go single back here. Weak side handoff to Sheffield. 3rd and 3 after a nice stop there. Ball at the 33, a handoff to Lashley, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Desmond Cooper stands him up. Virginia Beach's bench loving that. Michael DeLuca on to punt for Pottsville. Keandre Greer going to corral it and gain a few. And Corey Jenkins a little bit banged up on that, but he'll be back, thankfully. First down and 10 at the 30. Kraus will pass on first down. Has a wide open target. Tyler Powers makes the catch. Fooled him with the slant concept. Hard route to guard if you're in man coverage. First and 10. Kraus looking to air it out to McCringleberry, and that'll be incomplete. Neville Richardson on the coverage. Former Fresno Diablos safety for a couple of seasons. Now plays corner here in Pottsville. Go. 2nd and 10. Kraus. Little check down. He's got Powers. Richardson again. He's been everywhere this first half. Makes another stop. That'll be a pickup for 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Look for Moore to take it up the middle, perhaps. He sure will. Moore gonna have enough. First down, although Pottsville fans thought he stopped him. But Moore pushing ahead and moving the sticks. Look at another carry here up the middle. And 42 on the stop for Pottsville that time is Gabriel Taylor. The original Raleigh corner was a Portland draft pick in Season 2. Kraus throws. Kraus completes to Wilson. First down for Virginia Beach inside the red zone as they look to add to their one-score lead here in the second quarter. Kraus, end zone, looking, I believe, for the tight end there, which was Baldridge. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Kraus scrambling, taking the yards, albeit just 3. 3rd down and 7. Kraus a handoff to Moore. He's got the first down. An aggressive play call to run the football on 3rd and 7, but when you've got a guy like Kaimani Moore in your backfield, it is quite special. Already over 100 yards in this first half alone. Moore gets him closer to inside the 1. We'll see if they punch it in with Gardner here. Goal line formation for the defense, and nothing can stop the offensive line today of Virginia Beach. Jabari Gardner in for the touchdown. Extra point is up and good by Stone. This offensive line, got to give them a huge credit. I mean, Kaimani Moore is great in his own right, but you got one of the best offensive lines in the league. It surely makes a difference. There's Lashley out to the 27. I formation here, handoff to Sheffield. Gain of 7 as they run against the first down zone defense of VB. As we reach the 2-minute warning here. 21-7, Mariners in front. Jetton will throw. Wheel route complete. Casey Lashley on the catch. Good for 14 yards. They hurry the line on first down. Jetton to pass again. This time it is incomplete. Second down, 2 tight ends, James Voss and Alex Draymond. They go over the top to Adoniel Howard. Hauls that in for the catch. Go! Pass again here to DeAndre Gallman this time, getting everybody involved in this offense. Gallman, a superstar dev in just his second year out of Clemson. Jetton throws. Open was C.J. Mack, and I think he may have just dropped it. Could have been a little contact there, but this time Jetton finds Mack, and he scores. Touchdown, Pottsville Maroons. Extra point by Connect is good. So Pottsville gets a key score as that pulls it back to a one-score game. Remember, they do get the ball at halftime as well, so if they can hold the Mariners here, they're looking really good going into the second half. Simmons out to the 19-yard line, where Kraus will get started here. He'll throw. That pass is caught by Wilson. I don't know how he hauled that one in. Sam Jordan was right there on the coverage, but couldn't come away with that football. And Wilson, again, in open space, and he is gone. Forget about it. 61 yards to the house. Totally burning his coverage that time. Go! And a long touchdown pass puts Virginia Beach in full control going into the second half. That is not what you want if you are Pottsville. Now it is up to them to respond and put that touchdown behind them. Mark Jetton has all 3 timeouts to use here on this drive. I expect some up-tempo offense here. Jetton on first. That is complete. That's a good start to Howard. And we'll use a timeout here to stop the clock with 38 seconds left. Hike. First down at about midfield. They connect with Howard again. And Matt Grimes banged up. He'll come back later. Second down and 2 after that reception. Jetton back to pass. Another little check down here to Mack. And that will be the last timeout used by Pottsville. First and 10 for the Maroons. Jetton in the weak guy. He'll throw quickly. That pass is going to be incomplete. Second and 10. Pass toward the right side. Got to be careful. That was almost picked. Luigi Peixoto on the coverage. It'll be third down. They'll go with a single back here. Jetton throws. Pass is caught. Adoniel Howard. And you got to think you might want to spike it here. Yep, the rush to the line with 8.76 seconds. And they spike it with 5. Do they take the 3 here is what I'm guessing. Yeah, they will. So Thomas Connect will try it out and try from 43 yards away. And that kick is good. So they don't get 7 as they would have liked, but They will get 3 here. As with 1 second left to go in the half, Kraus will do one final play here. A handoff to Moore. And why not just put some more rushing yards on his stat sheet? Halftime is here. 28-17, high-scoring game. Mariners lead. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we have returned just in time for the second half of football. It'll be 2nd down and 6. A handoff to Sheffield. Gains 4, and it will be 3rd and 2. Barr up the middle. 1st down, 15 yards on the play. They don't go to Barr this time. Instead, they go to Sheffield. And barely gets back to the line. Second and 10. Another handoff. Sheffield again. And 1st down. Weak eye formation. No, strong eye. Didn't even see the tight end. Voss on up on the line. Lashley on the take this time. 2nd down and 5 after a gain of 5. Pottsville, heavy use of the tight ends today. They appear in lots of their formations. They love to do single backs, I forms, offset eyes. That's kind of the thing. 3rd down and 4. Jetting. There's Voss. Speaking of tight ends, getting them involved in the passing game as well. Voss makes the catch. Former San Diego tight end a couple years ago. He was originally on that team. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, Pottsville driving. Sheffield in open space. Touchdown, Xavier Sheffield. A big touchdown run. And Pottsville has pulled this game back to within 4 points. How about that? Simmons out across the 35.
Hike.
Kraus under pressure, almost throws a pick. Raheem Avery could have taken that one back, but oh goodness. So close, so close. Kraus, 3rd and 2. Big down here. They motion out the fullback, Blake Westbrook, and Moore has enough. Moore on the run. Kraus on first. Pass is complete. Nice little route there to Gardner, who snuck out of the backfield on the check and release. First and 10. Hand off to Moore and got another first. Raheem Avery couldn't tackle him before the line of game, so come on, he says, you know what? I'm just going to take you with me, because why not? First and goal. Now Gardner up the middle. And that will be stopped. 50 on the stop for Pottsville is Samuel Rogers. Second down and goal at the 7. I form with the tight end of the formation. And Moore will not get a whole lot this time. Kenny Montgomery right there for the wrap-up. Third and goal, big play here for Pottsville's defense. Can they stop him? Moore up the middle and untouched for the touchdown. All right. We are in the fourth quarter now. Barr on that one gains 8. Did have a big 60-plus yard run. Like 50-plus yard run earlier in the first quarter. Sheffield on that carry picks up the first. He's had a pretty good game today. 12 for 78. Another handoff. It's Sheffield again and another first. That puts him close to 100. That gives him 94 on the game. Another Barr handoff, and he's got the first. Sheffield trying to sneak his way through, but couldn't really. Exactly at 100 yards after that 6-yard pickup. Lashley on the carry. Third down 2. Jetton will pass. Oh, tried to hit Barr, incomplete. It'll be fourth down. That'll send out the field goals, you might imagine. Yep, connect. Will attempt. Go! Kick is good. Kraus on first. That was dangerously close to being picked. Gabriel Taylor was right there. But McCringleberry, who just made his first catch of the game, hauls that one in for 5 more. Another run, and this man cannot be stopped. Kaimani Moore just keeps adding on. 171 yards on the ground today for number 0. Moore on the run this time, not going anywhere. Alfred Gilmore III on the tackle for the Maroons. 4.5 to go in the ball game. Pottsville down by 8. Moore, just an absolute massive, almost like a funnel, just paves the way for another enormous gain. Gardner on the toss. 54, Reggie Gray on the tackle. Gain of 2. Under 3 to go now. Hand off to Gardner. And that will be good enough for another first down. Kraus looking, throwing, end zone, touchdown. Michael Wilson, he's got number 2. Or 3, excuse me. I don't even know how much of these he has. It's 3. I remember the open field one. I guess I missed another one. I can't count today. Jetton gonna throw deep. Oh, Gallman for 42 yards. Wow. Okay. 2-minute warning is a free timeout for Pottsville as well. Jetton looks. Ooh, Alex Brayman hauls it in. Whoa. Okay. There's a 16-yard gain, and this game keeps going. First down, and Antoine Sproul seals it. Oh wait, maybe not. They're on the inch line, so they have to run this out apparently. But he was trying to go for James Voss. That would have probably been a touchdown if we were able to catch that, but he overthrew it. Moore on the handoff, and they'll run this clock out. My gosh, that was a great game. Second down, 12, and they will kneel it out. So VB wins. They move to 7-3 to finish out the year. Pottsville loses. They are 5-5 now. That is how they end their year. As far as what needs to happen, or, you know, other opponents, who does Columbus play this week? That is very important for them. Oh, they play Delaware this week. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Depth chart here. Nothing, and then of course Bechtel. That doesn't really matter. because it's special teams. That does not count. We'll do that. Moore had 203 yards rushing. Goodness gracious. It was the Moore and Wilson show for sure. Michael Orsini with 9 tackles, School that pick at the end. There is all of that. Taking the Pottsville stats too. Barr, 105 yards rushing. Sheffield, 100 yards rushing and 2 TDs. Yeah, just not really a pass-heavy team. And there's all that. Game stats. Whoop. And there you go. Cool. Alright, that'll be it for me. We will see you soon, and have a great rest of your weekend, folks.